Captain setup on the 50 NT Rinko. Those are powerful to the upside, so watch the upside price action. And they're trying to break channel number 2 here, so we may get a burst of energy that will take us to let's see here, 70 from 76, 82, 82, 85. Like literally here. I mean, I'll take that signal. It's gonna go to 82. I mean, it's just like freaking classic stuff here. Uh-oh, did I miss it? Nope. Okay, so I took one, and I go break even. We should burst into the 82 and close, and that could take us to the 85. But I'll go break even here and just not. I'm just basing that off the 50 NT Rinko. The 100 is short, not short. It's basically, yeah. Here we go. Go. So the 82 now you got to burst. Thank you. Thank you. So on that decision, we made $322. So 584, and let's just keep working. Captain set up switch trade right here. That's another one. Another winner. See, the market reversed here. I mean, just this thing is like a. Oh, excuse me. It's like just running it up. So the 100 and Tirinko reversed, right? The reverse right here. So that tells me that we are strong, and now we're looking for um, pullbacks as a buying opportunity. And we could see, okay, so what are our targets? If this holds, meaning the 62 holds, we are in our way to target number 2, which is 180 and a half, right? Okay. So we're retracing 25%, and we are setting ourselves up for a continuation trades upward. All right, I'll give this a shot here, and then I'll go into at 73 and try to pick another entry. 73. Let's see if we can put on a one candle reversal here, which we did. We should push. We're going to have to take a bit of profit here. We're running into a whole number, and that's an issue, really. But we'll see if they want to retest that. Here it comes. I'll take that one and then I'll go break even, right? That's a continuation trade. I probably should take the whole damn thing here, but yeah, because you're running into a whole number. Yeah, it's gonna stop me. I'll take another point and move on. I'll be surprised if they fill me up at 96, but yeah, here you go. Okay. So we're running into a whole number. Kind of should have taken that, but that's fine. I guess back to that whole number, right? So we are trade number 3, right? So we made 137 bucks on that deal. Just 2 contracts. I'm not heavy today. I may need to switch it up a little bit and just start with 5 and keep going because we're connecting with the market. So if we're connecting and we're understanding what's going on, we need to size up a little bit more. I mean, interesting what the market is doing right now. Let's see what ES is doing. All right, so they're establishing a channel number 1 short against that 56, and you're pushing to 51. Yeah, okay, so there's nothing here, and moving on. So they couldn't break that 100. That's an issue for the longs, and potential captain setup if we break that 62, because that will on the 100 NT Rinko, that will be a signal. Captain setup, captain setup. So captain setup on the 100 NT Rinko, we're looking for rallies as a shorting opportunity against that whole number. And I would be getting a little bit more aggressive with this one. So we'll look at 70, and we'll look at higher prices too. 70, 70 and a half. Then I'm going to look at 76. And I'm going to look at 82. And I'm going to look at 88. How is everybody doing so far? So right here, I really don't want to take any profits too prematurely. I would like to see us burst. And this structure that we are in is very good for a short. Even if they run it back up, I want to get back in. 63, so you're looking at basically 50, back to that 50. And if you break that 50 this time around, you're going to get a serious burst lower. So let's see what happened. So I'm going to be taking a little bit of risk here, right? Because the stop for my rotation is going to be all the way up there at that 113, because that's the top end of the captain setup. But those are very strong for a follow through candle. So anything I'm accumulating right now has that 50 target. Then you're looking for momentum, which you most likely you will get below that. So that could take you into the 35. So I have to kind of suck it up here and just kind of try to accumulate. And even if it's going against me a little bit, just kind of add. And then my stop is my stop up there. Let's take a look at ES. Yeah, ES, if you close at 50, you're going to get a continuation trade short. And we could go from there. Good morning, Nishan. How are you? You could see that the market is tired here, right? Now this is it right here. Push, push, baby, push. We're gonna get paid, but let's not count it yet. I'll take. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And let me see if I can get back in with more. But I have to have a good reason. So they got very close, but there's a reason why they're doing this. They got very close. Yeah, they're just they get very close to it, then they flip it as if they know. Okay, I'll just take one here. I don't want to see that switch trade here. Yeah. All right. So I took some more off, and I'm only having two. And I'm gonna go break even at this current time. Yeah, I'm gonna go break even. Cancel, cancel, and we will see if we can make something bigger happen. And I think we should. I think we can. Oh, look at this bastard. Yeah, see, I saw that one. Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's that. It's a 100 NT Rinko captain setup. I mean, this is a money maker right here. That is exactly what it is, and I will get freaking nasty big on this deal here. I mean, this is the time to make the money. But let's just refocus. Let's not get too excited. We need to pay attention to what they're doing. Okay, so I'll take one more here. And if it goes back up, I'll get off for a plus. I need at least a point. Okay, I'll get for a plus a point. Then I'll look for another spot to re-add, like, re-enter. Yeah. So I don't want to see that. I mean, I don't want to see these type of switch because that's going to push the price higher, which is fine. I want them to push it higher, but I would have liked the 50 to break, then this. Yeah, here we go. Are they going to take me out? Oh, here we go. Took me out. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to reload. Well, that's just basically what that is. But let's be patient with it here. Give him a little bit of time. But that was a good trade. So that trade that we just did, we ended up making 2460. So we're at 3181 for the day. And let's work. Frida, good morning. So you had one trade. Let me see here. Long. Yeah, the structure here is short. Okay, Captain set up short on the 20 NT Rinko. Let's take a quick look here. We want to make sure that we got this right. Okay, I'm gonna take it. Then I have another ad. 83, 88. Here we go. Yeah, yeah, keep pushing, keep pushing. That's what we want to see. Switch trade right here. We need to push and into the 60. Captain set up short. They're going to play around with it for a little bit. I'm gonna stop myself at 6 points if they close this captain setup up here, because that's not what I expect them to do. That's not what I expect them to do here. Yeah, I do not expect you to be doing that right here. Okay, okay, okay. Here we go. I closed it for a small stop, and if it closes lower, I'll get back in. Took 3 off, and we're going to break even. And let's see if we can get to that 50 again. And I think we will this time around. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. There we go. Pay me. And one more. And I'm gonna let the rest cruise. Damn. So I mean, I got my target. I'm just looking for a bigger move now. I mean, the trade is paid for. So I mean, the next target for me is target number 3, which is at 20. Then we can get. So yeah, I mean that's kind of what I'm trying to work on. But you see what they're doing, and they rally all that thing all the way back up. Short some more. Yeah, look at that crap. So that trade made us $630. So we're up at 36.66, and let's work. Yeah. So in ES we're around. Excuse me here. So let's talk about ES here for a little bit. We are in that channel. In order for the longs to reassert themselves, we need to be breaking above that 53 into the 56 area and have the cloud shift. Right now, all what you're getting is rotation within the this channel. So if the market closes down here at 48, then that's a continuation trade that can get you below Globex, which is a 45, 46, 45. So this market is vulnerable for a push lower. But things will change if the markets start to break above 52. Right now, yeah, that captain setup is going to be shortable all day, and you can get heavy into it. I mean, where would be a sign that, hey, I need to kind of chill out a little bit, is anything over 82, because now you're breaking this captain setup, and that was such a solid, as a solid one, and you had a 100 NT wrinkle captain setup, short. It just everything kind of lined up on this deal here. See that pressure here in ES? That's a continuation trade, and the stop to that rotation is 51 and a quarter, and you're looking for a flush into the 45. Just be careful here though, because you already had 1, 2, 3, 4 rotations. So actually be careful here. So I'm gonna watch this. Yeah, they're gonna burst it up. They're gonna burst this thing up a little bit. You're putting a switch trade here at the top of channel. So we're not too far off from at least seeing 70 and in order to get there. So here. Not up here? Wow. Okay, that's it. All right, so that's what they want to do here, huh? They put a captain setup here on ES. That will be the signal to go short at 48 and 49 against that 51 for a push into the 45. That'll be a signal to go short. But you gotta have that closed though. 48. It tells me this market it wants to make a move. It wants to make a move. Here we go. Switch trade is gonna be a catalyst. I'll play. I'll play. But it's gonna be a tight play right here. I ain't gonna give it no more room than that. And we should be bursting right here. 50. Yeah, well. Really? Oh yeah, they're gonna get me. Let's see if they're gonna get me or not. No, they're not. They're not gonna get me. Come on, baby. Let's go. Boom. And I want to go break even quick on this deal here. And let's go. Captain set up on ES. And I'm cruising now. I mean, if it's gonna work, it's gonna work right here. And one more. I don't want to move it here. Yeah, it's gonna get me here. All right, whatever. All right, so they took me out on that one. Okay. So what happened here is you're getting a switch trade right on the top end of that channel. This thing can break hard, but it's just one of those things that, yes, breaking. Here comes the ES though. That captain setup on ES is starting to bear fruit. So that trade that we just got involved into on that switch trade against that captain setup and that move is you are looking at, oh, I don't know what that is. Hold on. So that trade made us $400, 415. So we're at 4 grand, 481, and let's just keep working. That captain setup is progressing. Here you go. Here you go. Any rally back up, I'm gonna start looking for another short. 53 against that 58. If I can get that. I don't think they're gonna give it to me. No, they're not. Canceling that order, and we're not chasing. Look at that. Boom. ES, NQ are happening. It's happening. Oh, you wrote that at ES? Yeah, that ES is a good one right there. Frida, how we doing? Do you see that structure that we're talking about? That captain setup structure where it's at against that channel. It's a really good spot for that short. Yeah, good morning, Sheila. That captain setup is what there was the catalyst for that move, Sheila. And that was an entry point that we talked about at 48 with a stop at 51 and a push into Globex. And that kind of worked out exactly the way it's supposed to. Continuation trade on the 20 NT Rinko. We're expecting one or two candles lower into the low 40s with a stop at 54.75. But here, you have to be very on in the market. Look at the 100 NT wrinkle where we at. We're right smack in the middle of the range. That's why you're getting that pause. So they may just. I'm not going to be interested in putting on any trades right here, just because where we at location wise. And I mean, if the market kind of prints out 76 and a quarter, well, that kind of captain set up in a position where you really need a breakdown again. Otherwise, you're going to get uh, a break above the captain setup, and that would be massive. So right now we're in the spot where, see, now they're breaking above the cloud and above the channel. Automatically, I have to be in a holding pattern here and just basically wait for more information from this market. And the type of information I'm looking for is, are you going to break 70? Because if you break 70, that creates that different dynamics that's running up in the market. Yeah, if you break 70, you're not you're a stone throw away from that 75 close on the 100 NT Rinko. So really the shorts need to make a serious defense in the next couple of candles, or otherwise this fight is going to be lost on them. It's 9:37. If they put a captain setup short here, I may just jump in at 54 and a quarter against that 63. That will be the serious defense. 54 and a quarter. Let's actually post that order in. Don't 54 and a quarter. Well, it's not 54 and a quarter. Hold on. Okay. Let's see if I can get even if they pop it up a little bit. Really? That's bad news. I gotta tighten it up. Oh, they're gonna get me. Oh, they got me. Ooh, almost getting me here. So that's the. I'm putting a 10-point stop. Yeah, they're gonna get me. All right. Not going to give it any more than 10 points on that type of rotation. The expectation is to see a continuation like this captain setup, captain setup, like the captain setup before that, the captain setup that we saw here. That's what I was expecting. So we gave them a little bit money. I guess we gave them a little bit back. Yeah. So 70 is the key. If they don't stop this market from coming back up, you got issues. ES at the top end of the range. 75.75 is that new level. Nishan, that would be the wrinkle bar, the NT wrinkle bar. So I can send that to you as well. Do you have NT7? Because that's what that indicator is on. No, I have the equivalent of it in that to you. Okay. Thank you for your patience. So basically, these type of candles that you're seeing right now, 75. You got my captain setup video and also the PDF, correct? Helpful? Good. Obviously, there's a lot more signals that we talk about, but as we ask as many questions as you need to. Okay, we'll see. We saw this line, the signs here that something is off here. Yeah, it's the same wrinkle bar, but just the parameters are different. So like this is a 6 NT wrinkle bar on ES, on the 12 and 20 wrinkle bars as well. The chart that I have up here is the 6 NT wrinkle, but it's the same type of candle. See, that's why you have to you always keep your head on a swivel with this market. 100 NT wrinkle on ES. it's such a big move for ES to make. So it wouldn't be practical for day trading. It would be more practical for swing trading, and for that. On ES, you could start looking at the 20 and the 50 as more dynamic charts to look for the intraday trading. With 6 NT Rinko is your guide for your entries and exits. Well, they have a different kind of T8. I mean, which one are you using? Are you using, because you have Uni Rinko, you have different kind of names for them, or just a basic Rinko bar. These are, or they have tails and they count for reversals versus just a one block that measures, ticks. This does that too, but also it has the reversal tail, which makes it unique in that regard. Hey Frida, did you end up doing? Did you end up buying it down there, or the ES? Did they work out? pockets. They're giving us pockets of buys, pockets of sells. I mean, if you position yourself just right, you'll be able to take advantage of those. So good job. So the question here is a simple one: is what are we going to do next? I mean, you got that captain set up and you're running up right into it. Really, this is vulnerable 51 just because we're running into this resistance in NQ. If I'm going to go along, I want to see the market break above 11. Here, just it's one of those areas where waiting is a better approach unless we get like a very distinct signal. Like either give me a captain setup or something, or captain setup switch trade, or a trigger trade railroad, something that is we recognize clearly. Then I'll participate. But otherwise, I'm eating breakfast. So I'm taking a quick look here. I'm seeing the fact that we're coming into the middle. So if you see that in NQ, it's happening. That's a sign of strength. There is a sign of strength here coming through. We're running into the captain setup on the 100 NT Rinko. When I say the captain setup, that's what I'm referring to here for the people watching. So that's structure. Typically, I'll show you prior examples. The captain setup right there. Look at this bad boy right here. Captain setup switch trade and a run up, a retest, and a huge run up off that base. Another captain setup here, another captain setup here. These are a very, very strong intraday and a swing trade um, setups. Them, you see this? We got the captain setup, we got the close, then we're getting this kind of behavior. So we have to kind of watch for that behavior. Look at this captain setup long. And boom, market comes back in, tested, and huge move, multi-day move off of it. Small captain setup here for a run. A captain setup, another captain setup. Look at that bad boy right here. Boom. That, I mean, let's put it in perspective. 773. 773. That's the 320 point move in that rotation. Actually, it's just there. Then you got another couple of 100 point move and setups. And it really sets up the narrative for the intraday trading as well. Captain setup. This is another captain setup that gave you one candle. So they're typically a minimum. Then you got a big move. Yeah, look at that one here. Captain setup short, switch trade, nice move. Captain setup, you got a couple of candles. Captain setup, you got a couple of candles at a minimum. That one failed. Captain setup, switch trade, then ran up. Captain setup, ran up, two candles. This is a huge one. Captain setup short, and you got yourself a move off of it. Captain setup right here, and captain setup. I mean, they're all over the place. Actually, I'm surprised. Another captain one here. You get the point. We see this. We get medieval on these people. We do. We get heavy. We start pushing for bigger targets. It's time to make money whenever you see stuff like that. Vishal, um, send me your. Okay, let me just. That's my email. Just send me an email saying that you want the captain setup explanation. I'll send you the PDF and the video that explains it. Okay? Hey, good morning, Hadid. How are you? Good morning. Good morning. Oh man, you missed all the action. Yeah, Sheila, I'll look at ES here in a second for you. Absolutely. All right. So, in essence, what the market just did here is the following: is establish channel number two on ES, and that's a significant one too. Now, any rotation short has a stop at 52.75. We're going to call it 53. So any zone above here, as described, will be a closure of and a breakout from that channel. So what they're going to probably do here is they're going to take it down to target number one, probably as we speak, right? And then oscillate around here. And any attempt to go back to that high or that top end of the channel, if you can get a one candle reversal in it, then that will set you up for continuation trades on the short side to break glowbacks. And that's, here you go. I mean, that's just the first part of that equation. So a little bit of stress. Market is heavy here. Yeah, no problem, Vishal. A little bit of push here. Here we go. Target number one hit again on ES. We're getting a little bit of back and forth going on here in so whenever we start seeing a break of a channel, that is a sign that the market is changing a bit of its personality. So that's channel number one, came here, tested, and failed. Now, right here, you're looking for the establishment of channel number two. So why is that important? Because those are the roads in which the money walks on and drives on. And we need to know which lane they're taking. So right now, they kind of switch from lane one to lane two, and if they don't keep going on lane two, they're gonna turn around and go the opposite direction. I don't know if that analogy works, but here you go. I tried it. So we're looking for the establishment of channel number two. So we need a one candle reversal to demonstrate that we are trying to protect this price. Um, let's take a look at the 100 NT Rinko because that is important. That is very important. 51 and a quarter. So 51 and a quarter, what is that telling me there? It tells me that we have a captain set up short, and those I just showed you a few of them, and see how strong they are. Then we came and tested it, and now we confirmed it through a 51 20 51 20 25 close. Now any run back up is shortable against the 92.75 and ultimately the 116 and a quarter. So what that does is give us an environment in which we'll say to ourselves, okay, if the environment right now is defined very well on the short side, let me go to the 20 Intirinko, let me go to the 50 Intirinko, and let me get my risk to where it's, you know, 8 points, 5 points, 10 points, like, make it small, and then look for profitable trades on setups. So now you're getting that push. ES hit that target to the tick right here, and it's stopped. That's fine. Ultimately, what we're seeing here is the destiny of this rotation, either a break above 52 or a break below Globex. And we have more reasons to think it's going to go below Globex. At least to flush people, then come back up if that's what they want to do. But selling pressure. Okay, so this is important. 52. Did I say 52? Yeah, 52. Because there's no channel number two. Right there, that is weak. 51 to be exact. 51 is key. There's no channel number two. They did not reverse it anywhere here. And that is a sign of weakness. And we're very close to a shift on the 100 NT Rinko. So they're rotating back and forth, back and forth. I guess they're getting overwhelmed by that captain setup short. So yeah, here we go. Boom. You close below that line, then we're starting to get a different dynamics, and the shorts are re-exerting themselves, reasserting themselves. It's a battle, right? So, hey Gary, I mean, here you go again, right? This is the observation that I'm just mentioning to Gary here. It's This market is just not today, just almost on a daily basis. Whenever we come into a range where we're within 5 points of 100 NT Winko reversal, you're playing a video game? What are you talking about? Yeah. Well, play this video game. So what okay. So let me refocus here. Whenever we get within 5 points from a 50 point reversal, either to the upside or the downside, you see the market pause and put on a bit of a reversal pattern. So a 50-point move in the market in NASDAQ is significant for counter trends to start to try to work themselves in. And that's what you're seeing right there, because the close of this 100 NT Rinko was at 50.51. So they came in all the way down to 53, and then just they gave you that pattern right here. We play that pattern from time to time because it just presents itself over and over and over. Like it's almost the way that trade will set itself up. If you come to it within 5 points and then you get a one candle reversal here, you get in on the six, and your stop is literally like one tick or 1 point below the close. So what does that look like? From 53 to 51, 2 points. Then you're getting that run up. Even if you don't have the into in NT Rinko candles, which is really helpful, be honest with you, extremely helpful. Um, you could do that same logic on a time chart, because you're really all what you're measuring is the value of a move. So you're going from the top of the move to where 50 points would be, and put a line and look for 5 points before that, and that is your game. But whenever you look at it the way we look at it, it gives it a different. It's more precise. Mr. Gary here sent me this. We have on our trading calendar 34 days left in 2021, and we're gonna make every single day count, right? So vacation time. Okay, so for Thanksgiving, guys, yeah, that's what somebody asked me. The week of the 22nd to the 26th. That's around vacation, not vacation time, but the Thanksgiving time, and I'm gonna be in Oklahoma during that time, visiting family. So the room is going to be closed during that time. 22nd, 26th will be back on the 29th. So we have This the end of this week, the next week, then after that, off we go. All right, so what are they doing? Okay, so they paused it on that target and flipped it. Now they changed the cloud here. As long as you don't break above that uh, 51, 53 level, the premise and the scenario that we're talking about is still valid. If they put a switch trade, meaning a close at 47 and a quarter, that would be a good catalyst for a continuation down to Globex. It's very slow price action today. This is grindy, just slow and grindy, especially in ES. You're not seeing any momentum here. So you really don't want to be hyperactively trying to short a dull market. And this is a dull market right here. But ultimately, we have to read what we see. I mean, we saw that captain setup. That was a nice move lower, then flipped it and give us channel number two. Failed this captain setup lower, and that's a short signal. So you got a short signal here, another short signal here. And the key is to protect the 52, 53 zone, so you could see a continuation trade lower. We haven't looked at YM and gold. Let's take a YM look. Wow. Okay, look at that. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Okay, so it was yesterday. Captain setup switch trade. One of my favorites. And a huge move from there. Captain today, basically we're oscillating around Globex, and Globex is running at 35,982. Now they also put a captain setup here. Very nice. And they challenged you a little bit on it. And boom, price action went down. It came back and retested and went down. They're testing again. They're a little bit firmer in the retest here. But as long as you continue to trade under that 945, we should see pressure coming in the market. Look at these. Look at that. You see that 50 point trade? Gary, this one was a solid one. Now let's take a look at gold. That's just a standard channel in gold. You you want to see something cool in gold? I'm telling you. I don't know if you could see this because my picture, especially the people that are on the stream. Yeah, here we go. Let me pull it up and show it to you right here. You should be able to see it there. Captain setup switch trade, huge catalyst for a huge run from 1827.9 all the way to 1870. Captain setup long here. That one was from 56.6 to 60. Not bad. Then you got today's price action, and that is within channel number one. Whenever you put structure to trading, things start to make a lot of sense to you, because you're not just arbitrarily looking at price and thinking price is significant. What's significant is the structure of price, not price. It doesn't matter if 63 is a support level for some people because they saw that number before and they saw the number being bounced around before. Not necessarily true, but if you have a very distinct measurable structure around that price, then you can assess risk, reward, and then you have an actual trade That gives it significance. And money loves structure, right? So it's 1024. We're not acting right now. We're monitoring. And monitoring why? Because we're running into this zone that we're trying to measure risk against that captain setup on the 100 NT Rinko. Until we get a bit of clarity on that zone, we are going to be patient. And in ES is struggling here. I mean, when I say struggling, the shorts are struggling. So you start breaking into 53, then the dynamics are changing. And if they don't and they reverse it here, then you literally have a trade, a short trade. If this candle that we are in closes at 48.75, then you have an entry point to go short there, and your stop would be the 51.50. A break above this level, I would have to leave alone and just buy back on the pullback, because what happens is they break the channel and they come back a little bit and retest it. In the retest, I will look at a buy. So where we at right now is a very pivotal point. Where we at for the day? Somebody asked. Okay, here we go. We are up 3,041 on multiple about 8 decisions. All right, so I'm gonna get quiet here for a little bit, and just gonna go get some water, and I'll be back. All right, guys, let's see what happened here. We got ourselves a little run up here in the break of that channel. So we're looking for that pullback as a buying opportunity into the 51. So 51 need to test well by having a one candle reversal. Then we'll start looking at a potential continuation trade into target 2 and 3. That's basically what we're seeing right here. That channel broke. I mean, that was the last line of defense, at least on this rotation at 51. The market needed the shorts needed to protect that. Here, the market got a little bit noisy, and then we got that run up, which is that's the noise right there. Let's take a look at the at ES. I mean at NQ here. Yeah, we're still stuck in this little range. I want to see something more out of this market before I put on any more trades. Whenever the market produced a captain setup short, that was clear for us what we needed to do. We needed to shorten every rally that came up. Once we came to the middle of the range right here, we paused a little bit. I picked up a stop, trying to go for a captain setup here, but ultimately, the middle of the range is a solid place for them to retest. Ultimately it ran up and now it's in a very wide range. I mean, it's not too wide, it's 50-point range, but it went all the way to the bottom of it, and it's above 50% of that range. We're trading above that. So this is literally a holding pattern that we need to just kind of sit here and wait for two things to happen. One is a break and a close below 51. Second one is a close above 115. So if the market closes under that 51, that tells me that the market is confirming a captain setup and a retest of it, and I'm expecting a bit of a push lower. So I'll look for rallies as an opportunity to short. If the market goes above that 115, then I'm looking for a bit of most likely it's going to start running up a little bit, then reverse. And once it reverses and gives me a reversal, then a one candle reversal back up to the long side, I'll look for the longs in that direction. And that's going to take a little bit of time. So most likely, unless something drastic happens here in the next 15-20 minutes, I should be on a holding pattern till the top of the last hour of the day. Okay. So if you find yourself that you made a little bit of money early on, take a break, have lunch, uh, reset yourself, and get back into the game a little bit later on. Now, between now and then, I mean, if something very particular happened, like a captain setup switch trade or something like that, that is very distinct and everything is lining up, then yes, I will take a look at it. Oh, it's slow, slow, slow. Um, all right, let me see here what we're doing. It's all over the place, right? All right. Okay, here we go. We got something. We got something. We got motion. We got movement. We got something going on here. This is the retest for ES. ES really needs to flip and close above 52 and a half, and you have to start breaking into that channel back again. Oh yeah, at 75. How could you be breaking even? Okay, so it's 51. Okay, so 50. Back to that 51 that we've been talking about in NQ. All right, so let's see if they're gonna get it. So like right here, 56. Oh boy, they're violent. They're violent. And here comes that reversal, right? Right here. That's it right here. 54. So let's say 54, you're gonna get 60 easy. Well, let's see. 54, 56, 58. Yeah, there you go. That's where you want it to go long, Gary, anyway. It may not last, but at least from 54 to 58, you have a good shot at getting there. Yeah, this should run up a little bit here. Well, it's hasn't closed yet. You see that it touched it, but it didn't close. So that is another attempt at a pause here. Same exact behavior that we saw a little bit earlier. Yeah, we need to be looking at it from the short perspective once that 51 closes. See that 5 point? Okay, so anybody that's watching, 50 points. They make that 50 points like 45 points into it. That last 5 points, they tend to kind of do that kind of behavior that you're seeing right now. Any entry here has a stop literally at 51, 50, 75, one tick below it. That's it. And then you got what from 54 to 62. That's 8 points. That gets you going. Yeah, but they put a switch trade in here. So anyway, it's already 11:06 and we have meetings coming up. Let's see here. So Hadid, we have you at 12:30, right? Central, correct? All right, so I'm gonna finish the day here. I mean, let's just do one more review. The 100 NT wrinkle closed, so rallies back up are shortable against that level, the 97 and also 15, and you could see the momentum starting to pick up on the short side. Um, I'd like to see a little bit of a run up before we start getting involved, but that's kind of the rotation that we are looking for, and the target is going to be the 2275, and then we'll see if we can break that whole number 16,000 and go from there. But the odds are they're probably going to stop it somewhere around here and play around with it for a little bit. But that's kind of the setup that we were looking for. We're looking for rallies as a shorting opportunity. The market has defined the environment for us. Now, as far as where we at for the day, we are up 3 grand on 8 decisions. And that's it for me. I mean, good day. And we understood what was going on and what the market is doing and how it's doing it, and we profited off of it. Hopefully, everybody done well as well, and we will see you bright and early Friday. And on Friday, we're gonna finish strong. That's it for me, and you guys have a blessed day. See you on the next one.